Hello, everybody. It says I'm live. I hope I am. My internet's been acting really weird today. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Yes, no. Is it working? I hope you guys can hear me. Yes. Well, I'll go ahead and start talking anyway then. Let's see. John McGill, welcome. Teriyaki sauce as the turkey glaze. What we got going on? Making teriyaki sauce as a turkey glaze. Ooh, Chinese turkey. That sounds kind of interesting. Sister Marie, how are you doing? Miss Sharon. Cool. 5x5. Sweet. Moon Sprout, how you doing? Yes, I'm back. I am back. Ronnie Braun, what's going on? Tammy C, welcome. What? Jess, how are you doing, stranger? Long time no see. So how's everybody's week going? Today's Tuesday, so most everybody's off, what, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday? At least I know I am. Moon Sprout just made some pumpkin pies. That sounds good. Princess Buttercup, what's going on? Craig, the Hunter, what's happening? Terry Johnson, hello. Yeah, I'm back, Jess. Angela B, welcome, welcome. Let the room populate. See how many people we can get in here. I know it's kind of an off day. I mean, it's Tuesday night, but I had nothing else going on, and I've been super, super, super busy. Well, at least my brain has been busy trying to plan out and get all the stuff done that I was talking to you guys about the last time on here about my merchandise business. Hello, Sheila. How are you doing? Good to see you again as well. My merchandise business and the other things that I'm going to be doing. Tamara, L&L Homestead, welcome. So, yeah, I went ahead and bit the bullet. I've decided to move forward with a merchandise company. I'll be doing t-shirts, hats, hoodies, tank tops, shorts, whatever. If you can print on it, I'll print on it. And for the community, the prepping as well as the homesteading communities. You know, all I need is your logo, good quality logo, and basically I'll set up a new website for the company, and I'll let you guys know what that is. You can email me, and I'll let you know exactly what type of file I need. But right now I'm in the process of building my website, getting all the equipment so I can get started with that and move forward with it. You know, I'm doing that, and I'm going to get back into my bow making. When I was in Florida before I moved up here, I spent a lot of time in the garage making bows. I love archery, um, and I'm not a fan of compound bows, really. I mean, I'm not. I have a crossbow, but I'm just not a. I've fired several compound bows. They're fun, but I just like the whole wooden bow. I like the whole fashioned old time. You go out there and build it yourself. I mean, when I was growing up as a kid, my great uncle was full blooded Comanche, and he used to roll into town probably once every 6 or 8 months, and he was kind of a gypsy, I guess you'd say. He had an RV, and he just traveled all over the place. He'd plug up to somebody's house and just chill for a week or two, and then he'd roll on out. But he used to always just take me out in the woods when I got home from school, and he cut down a sapling and we'd build a bow and arrow, and we'd go hunting. We usually get a couple of squirrels, and we'd have squirrel for dinner. It was a cool way to grow up. And I got into bow building. Hey, TT1, what's going on? I got into bow building in Florida when I stumbled across a video on YouTube of a guy making a bow out of PVC pipe, and I immediately started laughing. I think I spit beer out across the room. I'm like, a bow out of PVC pipe. Well, being half drunk and curious, I watched the video, and I got to tell you, the very next morning I got up and went to Home Depot and I got me some PVC pipe, and I came home and I made me a PVC bow, and it freaked me out how well it worked, and it was just awesome. The only problem I had with it was that the pull wasn't very strong, just PVC pipe. So it wasn't very powerful, and I wanted it stronger. I wanted at least, 65, 70 pound pull. And so I went back, I got some more pipe, I got some more 2x4s, and I made me a jig and the clamps and a heat gun and everything I needed. And I purchased a couple of the tomato stakes. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Home Depot and Lowe's. They're about that big around, and they're fiberglass. They're usually green and they're fiberglass. And I grabbed me a couple of those. And what I did when I heated up the pipe and got it where it was nice and flimsy before I flattened it out, I ran those fiberglass rods inside the PVC pipe and then flattened it out. And anybody that doesn't believe me, you can ask Native, because he's been in my house several times. You can ask Native. I showed him the bow and he pulled on it and he was like, wow. So it's probably about I think it's maybe a 50-ish pound pull, very accurate, and it was awesome. So I'm going to get back into that. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm still going to do the PVC bows, but I want to get into making bows out of bamboo. I'm going to make the bows and the arrows out of bamboo, like completely start to finish. Everything on it will be made by me, including the arrowheads and the fletching. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. It'll be a hobby. I'll sell them, whatever, but I think it'll be fun because they're fun to do, and it's a stress relief. It's just awesome. Jerry Johnson, what's going on? Who else am I missing? Naughty Heathen, what's happening? Fish Sticks, welcome. Outlaw Farms, good to see you. Random, just sharing. There she is. Yeah, so that's the direction of the channel. The channel, I'm probably going to actually do a specific channel for screen printing, and I may even do one for the bow building. I may do the screen printing and bow building the same channel, but all the content will come here, and then I will also upload it on the other channels. The reason I'm doing that is because some of the people that are interested in bow building and some of the people that are interested in screen printing might not want to hear anything about prepping or homesteading or anything else. They may just be specifically looking for shirts, like say a business or something like that. So I don't want to cross pollinate, cross contaminate, or as the Ghostbusters say, I don't want to cross my streams. So I'll keep them separate, but the content will be on all the channels. So that'll be kind of cool. So I have my hands full, but it'll give me something to do. Because honestly, Native and I, hey Cherokee, what's going on? Native and I were both talking about, I'd like to be more self-sufficient, self-reliant as far as income, as well as obviously food and being prepared. So if I can do something, full-time screen printing for the community here, and really being able to give the content creators a merchandise option that allows them to actually make more than $1 or $2 off the shirts from Teespring. I would like to do that. I think that would be kind of awesome. I'll make a couple of bucks. The creator makes a couple of bucks, and you guys in the community can actually be able to afford the merchandise from the people that you follow. I haven't been able to set prices yet because actually I haven't printed anything yet. I'm still in the process of getting the equipment and stuff. But for the most part, I checked on Teespring and some of the other sites, and to get a hoodie, I mean, those things are like $40. I feel beyond a shadow of a doubt I can bring hoodies in somewhere around single color hoodies. I can probably bring them in somewhere around $25, maybe 28. I don't know. I'm not positive. Like that's what I will sell them for to my subscribers. What the other content creators want to charge is completely up to them. But obviously it'll cost different if there's multi-colors and you got to run different colors on the press. But it's going to be a trial and error thing. But it's going to be, I think it'll be fun. And because I know for a fact I can come in cheaper than Teespring and some of these other places. And I'll and it's going to be a legit screen printing business. I have my business license and all that good stuff. So I'll also screen print for like businesses around here, schools, things like that. And, for the meetups, like Native and I are doing a meetup, or we plan on doing a meetup this March at Pilot Mountain. And so I'll have specific shirts printed up for that meetup, like kind of like Bike Week t-shirts, things like that. And then obviously the Canimals are going to have their own line of shirts because all the Canimals got to get a shirt. So it'll be fun. Independent Mini, what's going on? Who else we got here? Moonchild, hello. think I got everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I missed you, I apologize. I was too busy running my mouth to watch the chat. I'm like doing it on my phone, but I got my laptop here so I can see the chat. And so it's kind of like as if my eyes aren't looking at just because I'm reading the chat, trying to stay caught up. So that's what's going on. For those of you that made the canning party Saturday night, which was a blast, it was my first time back in almost a year. I noticed the rabbit video that I posted of me starting a new rabbitry or helping somebody start a rabbitry on Friday. It was exactly 10 days shy of 1 year that the last time I uploaded any content, which is, I can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, it's been a rough, not a rough year, but just a busy year. But what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Anyway, oh, the canning stream. I did my spaghetti a different way last Saturday because before what I would do is I'd make my spaghetti in a massive pot and then I would just ladle it out into the jars and pressure can them. The problem that I was having was some jars would have a whole lot of meat and some jars would not have much meat at all. And that's really kind of annoying because when I eat spaghetti, I only get like some meat in every spoonful or every forkful. So what I did this time is I kept everything separate. I sauteed up my onions, green peppers, and garlic, and I set them to the side in a bowl. I cooked up my hamburger meat, set it to the side in a bowl, and then I made my sauce, the actual gravy, in the pot. And what I did is I put equal amounts of meat, equal amounts of the peppers, onions, and garlic in each jar, and then topped it off with the sauce. And I got to tell you, it looks delicious. I mean, each jar is chock full of meat. The sauce is super, super thick. Yeah, that's the way I'm doing my spaghetti from now on. And my chili or anything else that has a mixture of things in it. Kind of like the way we did the beef stew. You know, we put it in a little bit at a time, which makes a whole lot better sense that way. Sister Marie, I hope you're feeling better. What's up, Native? How you doing? How you doing? If anybody wants to pop up here, I'll drop the link in the chat. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. I got to go to YouTube. No. Yeah, no. I do StreamYard. Yeah, that's right. I do this, and then I take it to YouTube. Y'all got to forgive me. It's been a year. Like uploading that video on Friday about the rabbits, it took me like an hour and a half to figure out how to upload it. It had been so long. And let's see. I think I put it here. And my computer is slow. Y'all please forgive me. This thing is acting really weird. Has anybody else's internet been acting like strange lately? Because mine has just been out of left field. Like it works, then it stops. Come on. Okay, now I think we're getting somewhere. All right, there we go. And then I grab this. Okay, there, we figured it out. I pinned the link if anybody wants to hop up here and chat for a while. All right, who'd I miss? Hillbilly Homesteader, what's going on? Outlaw Farms, what we got here? We got, because my rabbits are New Zealand Rex, does breed to an Angora buck, breeding them for meat and hides. Yeah, I've got New Zealand California cross. I experimented with Cream d'Argents. They were good. I don't know. They were good. They were tame, and I just like the New Zealand, the way Tribe, my first New Zealand buck, he was full blooded New Zealand. The rest are crosses. He was just throwing some beautiful colors. So man, the chat is moving fast. Lady Smith, what's going on? Thomas B. Evans, welcome. Mad Outdoorsman, what's up? Thomas B. Sheila, hello. Cherokee. Teresa, what's happening? Yeah, rabbits are fun. Rabbits are fun. I scaled back my rabbitry quite a bit. I went from I was pumping them out pretty regular, and then I sold quite a few and started a couple of new rabbitries, or helped other people get started. But like I said, I think I talked about it last week. I decided to kind of pull back on my stock because I don't need any meat right now. I have like a lot of meat, like a lot of meat put up, so I don't really need to be processing rabbits and trying to get more jars and doing all this canning. So what I decided to do was just scale back on the rabbits that I have. I've got 2 bucks and 4 does right now. They're all both my bucks are right at a year old, and all my does are between 9 months and 12 months old. So they're quite young. They're good to go for many years as long as I take care of them. But what I'm gonna do is just they're in a holding pattern right now. That's all they're doing. I'll breed a litter if somebody wants some rabbits or pets. Like I've sold quite a few as pets. If somebody wants some pet rabbits, or if somebody wants to start rabbitry, I'll breed up some rabbits and get them for them. But as far as breeding them for meat right now, I'm not going to do that because, like I said before, I don't really need any more meat right now. But I'm keeping them in a holding pattern because if you know anything about rabbits, it don't take but a minute, and you're processing meat, within just a few short months. I mean, I could breed them tomorrow. They'll have babies in 28 days, and they're ready to harvest 12 weeks after that. So I've got that's less than 6 months, and you're breeding rabbits and you're eating rabbit meat. So I've got I've got I've got plenty of meat to hold me way more than 6 months until the rabbit meat comes in. So instead of having to invest all that energy into it right now when I don't need it, to me it seemed like I could spend my time a little bit smarter than just stockpiling so much meat. So yeah, the rabbits are in a holding pattern. They're all doing well. Um, my big buck tribe, he did pass away a few months back. Don't know why or anything. Just everything was great. I don't know if like maybe something bit him or what, or he got scared to death, but nothing really freaked that big rabbit out. He was just kind of like, whatever, man. He just sat there in his cage doing his own thing. But for some reason or another, unexplainable, I just went out there one morning and he passed away. But all of the rabbits that I have now are his offspring. So that's cool. So yeah, I know Native kind of ticked me off, man. He was a good rabbit. He was just chill, man. It was like he was stoned all the time. He just like chilled in his cage. He didn't get upset. You could stick your hand in there and pet him. He wouldn't even move. He wouldn't try to get away from you. He didn't care. The only time he even remotely had any, now you put a female in there, he gets the business quick. It's like done and over in 45 seconds. And, he goes back to his corner and he's just like, where's the remote? Somebody pass me a beer. He was a cool rabbit. But stuff happens. What are you going to do? That's why it's always good to have more than one. I always have at least two. And when I get back to breeding hardcore, if I ever start producing serious amounts of meat, I'll run at least 3, maybe 4, to just keep them fresh and keep the bloodline fresh. But if things go Native, your doe was that's one of your doe. You've got the white doe, right? Yeah, no, that's not tribes. The buck that you had that passed away in the storm, that was one of tribes. But the doe you have isn't. The doe you have is legit California cross, New Zealand California cross. But yeah, so if it comes time to breed, like if the economy keeps going the way it's going and you can't get food, Za's alive and well. Za's out there right now. Actually Za is not Tribe's daughter. That they're completely different bloodlines. That's the only rabbit that I have that isn't one of Tribe's kids. I forgot about that. But if I ever have to really start producing for barter or to help other people, or if the family gets bigger, people come here to stay, and I really need to start producing some meat, then I can kick it into high gear. No time at all. It won't take any time at all to start pumping out some rabbit meat. Yeah, Za's doing good, man. She's chill. She's good. Za is the only rabbit that I still have left from the original 6 that I bought. Silverback, what's going on? I pinned the link if anybody wants to come up here and shoot the shit. I'm only going to be on here for right at an hour, and then I'm going to take about a 15-minute break, grab me something to eat, and then do a members only live stream and go a little bit more into detail about my plans for the company, the screen printing company, as well as the bow building, and then and we'll talk, politics or whatever you guys want to talk about. Native Voice says, I miss Zane. She left us for Gray Fake. What? I was wondering, Tribe, is that because did she just like make a choice? That really sucks. Because I've asked several times if anybody's seen or heard from her, and nothing. But that really bites. I miss she was solid. I was hoping Roots would pop in. I talked to her earlier. She did. She canned milk, Rebel milk, this past Saturday. That freaked some people out, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the milk's solid. I've been doing it for. I mean, it's not sanctioned or whatever you call it by the FDA or whatever. But look, if you can go into the store and buy something canned, that tells me it can be done. Common sense. They say, oh, you can't can it. Well, you can go to the store and buy it. So what's the difference? So it is what it is. That's why we put the disclaimer up there. See, Jackie Carmichael, welcome. It's a new name. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. Craig Davis, New Zealand Whites. Craig, I started with, where are you at, Craig? I started with, let's see, I had Tribe. He was full-blooded New Zealand Red. I had Za. She was a gray New Zealand California Cross. And I had another gray and then 3 whites. And I bred I had 2 white does. I bred those white does to Za, and I bred them to the other gray male. And I've never had a white rabbit other than the ones that I bought. So apparently you've got to go. I even bred white to white, and all of them came out colored. Now, I'm assuming that's because I don't know why, but I bred 2 solid white rabbits, and every single one of them was not white. I'm a very big fan of my black rabbits. I kept 2 of those, a male and a female, and then I sold 3 to 2 different rabbitries here that are close. So if something happens to either one of mine, I can always go over there and get a kit or a baby rabbit, because the black are just they're solid black. But if their hair is say 3 inches long, the last inch on the tip of all their fur is red. So it has this really weird glow to it. It's beautiful, beautiful rabbit. Silverback, what you got? Got to figure out the best kind of hutches to build for rabbits. With stuff getting really cold. Where are you at, Silverback? Because I mean, I didn't build a hutch. I built my cages. I'm fixing to build an enclosure for them. Right now, I've still just got a tarp stretched, and it's worked perfectly fine. I've got a tarp stretched above them, but I was waiting on the price of lumber to come down. But we got a surprise. We have been joined by the Verified Rebel. Hello.
What's up? Can you hear me?
What's going on? Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm on my phone, not the computer, so I wasn't sure if it was going to work. I haven't popped up like this in a while. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fucking making it. I'm above ground, right?
Yeah, another day. You gonna use some of that canned milk? You gonna use some of that canned milk for all your bacon and cooking this Thanksgiving?
100%. I am making some homemade macaroni and cheese, which make a bomb mac and cheese. I've been refining that shit for like 30 years. The secret ingredient, by the way, is nutmeg. A pinch of nutmeg in a bechamel, the base mother sauce for all cream sauces. The secret ingredient is a pinch of nutmeg. Anyway, and no one will ever know it's there. It'll be like, oh, this is some gourmet shit, you know? Yeah, so I'm doing that, and then I'll definitely put it in some mashed potatoes. I'll throw that shit in gravy if I'm making a cream gravy. You know, I fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to the kitchen. I just do. So, hi everybody. I see you there in chat. Hi.
It's good for bacon too.
Oh my goodness, Jess. Hey girl, shit.
Yeah, Jess is here. Jess popped in at the beginning. I was like, oh wow, there's Jess. Hadn't seen her in a while.
Right? Rock on.
Anybody seen me in a while either, but well, not in person. I've been in the chat, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, we remember how pretty you are. You're so
yeah. I'm on a can again this Saturday. I'll let Thanksgiving because I got a big old turkey, so I'm gonna have a lot of turkey meat left. So I'm gonna can up. I'll probably put some of it in a bag and freeze it because we like to eat it pretty regular, and then I'm gonna can at least. I've got a big turkey and a big ham, and I'll have enough meat left over that I could probably get a full load, 7 jars of turkey and ham in the canner past Thanksgiving, and then I'll take that turkey. I mean that ham bone. And that's gonna be some good broth.
You know, I got a ham. I picked it up today, and I don't usually get like a spiral ham or whatever. So I know there's going to be leftovers. I will join you if I can. Maybe I'll do something with beans or I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah,
but there's always, I mean, all those little bits that we leave on the carcass are the best.
Yeah. I know. I mean, it's a holiday weekend, so probably won't a whole lot of people join me for the live stream, but I'm going to do it anyway because I plan on canning anyway. So what the heck? Might as well just do it and see what happens. Tiger, what's going on? How are you?
Right.
Yes, I'm excited about it.
Hey, Tiger. I think you'd be surprised, man. People will show up.
Yeah.
People will come. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, like I said, I was going to be canning anyway, so I might as well do a stream and see what happens because I need to get back used to it and get my watch hours up and my views and all that stuff again, and just get back into the swing of it. Get some good content for the members. Doing the members only live tonight after this show at 10:15, and I'm gonna go into more detail on the screen printing business and bow making and things like that. Answer some questions and all that good stuff for the members. And then talk politics if somebody wants to talk about politics. I'm so tired of hearing about elections and this and that and recounts. And I'm just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Republican, Democrat. You know, I have lost so much faith in politics. It doesn't matter. I mean, why are you? It's like you're trying to pick the lesser of two evils when they're both gonna fuck you in the ass. It doesn't matter. You know, nobody gets up there and legit does it for the American people. They're doing it to make money. They're doing it to get paid. You know. The last president I think getting was T-Man, but you know, and don't get me wrong, I think he did a great job as president. As a human being, as a person, if I saw him in the street, I would seriously punch him in the face. He's an asshole, but he did a very good job as president. You know what I mean? So it's like I can, you know, like even when I was in the military, my first platoon sergeant, I hated his guts. Like if I saw him out in public in a dark alley and I knew he didn't see me coming, I would have jumped him and whooped his ass. But when it came to doing his job and being in the field, I listened to every single word he said because he knew what he was doing. Just as a person, I didn't like him, and I feel the same way about Trump. You know, as a person, he's lacking a lot. But as far as a businessman, he ran the country like a business, and it was very, very successful. Hate him or not, it doesn't matter. The proof's right there in front of you. You know, we're paying $1.60 for gas. Everybody had a job. Nobody. I mean. The sea place, North Korea, everybody was behaving. It was all good, you know, and now look at the world. So it's like, can you give him credit for all of it? Probably not, but it is what it is. You know?
Yeah, my dad always says the last people you want in the government is the government. So I
Yeah.
liked the businessman factor. I liked that it was a different point of view, at least a little bit. It's still rooted in greed, but it's
The
a
thing
different
was,
point of view.
we the people benefited by him being in office, because most politicians, when they get there, they're doing things and making votes, trying to impress other politicians and people that are donating to their charity or whatever. But Trump, he had nobody to impress because they all freaking hated him. The only first people he could impress was the American people. So the only people that he went to work for was us, whether he liked us or not. That was his only option. Oh man, guess who's here?
Oh shit.
What's up, Zach? My buddy.
Oh shit. Zach. Man, I'm on my phone. I give you the big fat bird. How are you, Zach?
Zach, were you having some ghost withdrawals? Were you missing me? You were getting tingly all over, weren't you? Yep. Terry Johnson, welcome. A new member. What you been up to, Zach? Oh, you're typing. We'll wait. Yeah, so it's been a very good, well, I won't say good, a very confusing week trying to get all this stuff in my head figured out and what direction to go in. Well, I ain't got to tell you though, Roots. I've been texting you all about it.
Right. Man, I love it. You were talking about this almost 2 years ago, that you were going to do these shirts and had these ideas. I mean, I say fucking roll with it.
For real. Come on, Native. You take the fun out of everything.
I remember when you busted over 1,000. It was a big,
Yeah. Well, I've been on, let's see, my 2-year anniversary on YouTube.
Changing shit. You really did.
My 2-year anniversary, I think, is in February or March.
Well,
I have to look
I
it
was
up.
doing it in my head, the number of people that we got to try something new and to teach.
Yeah. Yeah, the Canon thing, that's my I don't know, soapbox, I guess you'd say, because it went over really, really well. I love it when people pop into the chat or they send me a comment.
I
and I get a
want
lot
to say in the February.
Huh? It was February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. It was my first day on YouTube. Yeah, on Tribes.
Oh, that's right.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I remember that now.
And I did a lot of research.
Say that. That's right. That's funny.
I was hammered. It was on Tribe's morning show. It was like 9 a.m. or something. And I was wasted. I'd been up all night drinking. And I got up there. And I got up there because of it was either Moose Man or Cherokee, because they were both on the stream. One of them had a question and nobody could answer it, and I knew the answer to it. And I was like, get me up there. And then Niecy had to get on camera and talk me, because I'd never done it before. I'd never been live. I don't even know how to work the camera on this thing. So she had to talk me through what to click and when to click and how to click to get up on the panel and talk to Tribe and everybody. So it was a fun day. And then I think that next week, Tribe and I went live for like 11 hours, like 11 straight hours. We were live, like either on my channel or his channel. We were just wide open. But yeah, because I remember I went on Tribe stream and I'd already had a channel built. I just never done anything with it. I think I started the channel like the December before, but I just never did anything. And then when I went on Tribes Live, and then the next day or the day after, I went to start doing like posting videos or making videos, and I had like 40 something members, and I didn't have a single video up there, but I already had like 40 something members just from Tribes Live. So it was pretty cool. Farmer's son, what's going on? What's up, Shift Engineering? Yes, it was pretty cool. And then, my subscribers,
Right.
man, they went fast. They climbed really, really quick. But I mean, I was putting out
Hey,
like,
farmer son.
and back in the beginning, some days I was putting out like 4 and 5 videos a day. I was just like throwing
Staying high with
videos
your
on
wife.
there.
Oh shit. SHTF.
Yeah. You didn't hear me say hey to him just a minute ago? You ready, Zach? What you got?
Actually, I've been really trying to prep. I got my first prep box last year from James the Southern Prepper. But in May, I started my first potato grow and just been trying to grow from there.
Nice. Very good, man. That's how you start. That's how you do it, man. All you gotta do is start. All you gotta do is just start. Good job, Zach. Proud of you. And I know everybody in the chat's proud of you. Where'd you go, Roots? Did you conk out on us? You got quiet real quick.
Yeah, Ghost, did you see that I was teaching?
What'd you say?
Just try new shit. Like I don't know if
Oh, yeah,
I walked back through growing potatoes.
No biggie. Yeah, so it's been a
I think I'm cutting out, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're back now.
Yeah, I think I'm cutting out.
Hey, oops, there she goes. Must have dropped into the chat. So yeah, so it was an interesting year. From those of you that don't know, I am a school teacher, and I decided to just focus on just doing that. I started that last January, so it's been an interesting year. I've been in a couple different schools, and the messed up part is politics are everywhere, and just like Dave said, I love the teaching, I love the kids, I love the interacting and watching somebody's eyes light up when they learn something, just like I like doing it on here on YouTube. But the politics, man, oh my God, no wonder these kids are just, I mean, no wonder they're turning out the way they are. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't even know if it can be fixed. I mean, it's the education system. It doesn't really need an overhaul. It needs to be torn down and rebuilt, in my opinion. I'm a nobody, but I'm a nobody that's seeing it every single day in my face, and I'm like, this is not the way to raise small human beings. This is not the way to teach our future leaders of the country. It's too much. Zach's banging away on that keyboard. You got something?
Virginia helped me with my potatoes too. Next year I need to add soil. I only got about 8 potatoes.
Yeah, you got more than I did the first time. Yeah, Sherry, I was doing several different grades. This first year, I opted to just substitute full time to kind of get my feet in there and see if it's what I really wanted to do. So I did grades I did 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I ain't touching high school. You can't pay me enough to go there. But yes, I did it all, and I mean, have you ever walked into a room with a whole bunch of people and nobody knew what was going on? Or have you ever been in a situation where you looked around and you knew everybody was lost? Nobody had any clue what was going on. That's what it's like in the school system. It's like everybody shows up to the same building every day with the intention of getting something done. The problem is they're not really sure what they're supposed to get done. And if they take the initiative to do it on their own and get from point A to point B, then they have to have like 15,000 meetings and a review to find out why they did it that way, why they didn't do it a different way. And there's too many hands in the pot and nobody's steering the ship.
Honestly, education needs to stop having politics in the system.
Agreed. TT1 says, Ghost, what is the best, quickest way for me to chip my taters for next season? Honestly, TT1, I've never chitted the potatoes. What I usually do is I'll just get a bag or two about 2 months before I want to plant them, and I'll just leave them sitting in the closet and let them do their own thing. And then usually within a month or so, they're sprouting eyes, and I never even chitted them. I just stick the whole tater in there. I'll bust off, like if it's got 4 or 5 eyes growing, I'll bust off the smallest ones and I'll keep the biggest one, and I'll just plant it like that. I've never chitted them. That may be why I'm having such a hard time with taters. I don't know. My aunt works in Greenville County School and is sick because she said the kids are all messed up with CRT. Oh yeah, CRT is bad. Yeah, I don't allow that anywhere near my classroom or in my classroom. I had one child actually start the pronoun conversation, and I shut it down. I shut it down so fast. Here's the deal. I'm a science teacher, okay? So don't even start a pronoun conversation. You can't start a pronoun conversation with a science teacher, all right? There's no basis to it. Science is about biology, all right? Male, female, A, B. You got a plug in a socket. That's all. That's your only options.
A plug in a socket. I like it.
It's the only way it works. You know, so I mean, nah, you don't get to make up words. You don't get to redefine words. You damn sure don't get to change history. And it is. And I've started a new trend too at my school, because if everybody don't know, I'm biracial. It's several, you know, quite a few generations removed, but I have biracial grandchildren. My son-in-law is black, and so I don't do the race thing at all for anybody. I don't give a shit to anybody. And so I slam dunked a couple of black students in the school. I put them in ISS, home suspension for using the N-word. And apparently it's a special word that people think only black people can use. No. If it's a terrible word that just completely breaks your heart, that can't be uttered, then it shouldn't be uttered by anybody. I don't care what color you are. I don't do racial comments, whether it's the N-word, whether it's cracker, white boy, blah, I don't do none of that stuff. If you reduce somebody down to their color to identify them, you are a weak-minded individual. I would rather you point at me and say,
what's funny is redneck prepper.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting out. Redneck prepper gets blocked in your chat because his name is Redneck.
Oh, really? There was somebody else who was always getting blocked.
Yep.
Because of their name. I can't remember who it was. And they actually changed their name. Yeah, so I don't do the race stuff. I don't do it at all. You know, and I even had one kid in class said something to me. I said something. I said, you know, I can't remember how it came about, but he said, I'm African American. I said, you're African American? And he was a black kid. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, you were born in Africa? No. I said, were your parents born in Africa? He goes, no. I said, then you're not African American. You're black. You're American. You just happen to be dark skinned American. I'm a light skinned American. You're not African American. Elon Musk is African American. He was born in Africa. You are not African American. You are black. You know, you're descendants of African Americans. And that's the part that gets me. If you want to make a statement or have an issue and stand on your soapbox, and it has something to do with race, and you're proud of your African American heritage, then at least have the common fucking sense to know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, it's in the history books. It's your parents should be telling that stuff to you. If you're gonna make your stand in life based on your race and be proud of your race, then at least know what it is to be you. You know, don't try to argue with somebody you don't know what you're talking about. It's stupid. What's up, Rip Curl? Sherry Leach. Did I miss anybody? I got everybody. You got something on your mind, Zach? No? Okay. Yeah, so I don't do that in school. So a lot of people, you know, at first everybody hated me. Now everybody gets along with me fine. They know. They're like, man, don't play with Mr. Martin. He don't play that and I don't. Stephanie, what's up? You know, and that's the thing, and Native and I were talking about it, you know, several times before. You know, it's teaching is fun. Either it's something that you want to do and something that you're good at, or you just shouldn't be doing it. You know, it's like, and I enjoy it. Like I literally every morning when I wake up and I go in there and we're starting a new topic, you know, the phases of the moon or the atomic mass, weight, you know, gravity, things like that. I'm excited because it's new stuff to kids and it's a tough concept and you've got to figure a way to reach each kid. And when you do, you see that light go off and it's like, ding, oh, it makes sense now. It's like, my job here is done. So it's pretty cool. I love it. I don't think I'll ever stop teaching. You know, even if my printing screen printing business does well and my bow making does well and you know I don't have to work, I'll probably still, if I had a slow day, I would still substitute. You know, I would still, you know, there's a website I can click on it. If somebody needs somebody tomorrow, I can click, I'll take the job, and I just show up. You know, it's really simple, really easy. But day in, day out, 5 days a week, and you can't. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't went ahead and got certified as a full-time teacher, because as a full-time teacher, you are involved in the politics. You have to participate. You have to participate. You got to go to the PLC meetings and the reviews and all this crazy stuff, and you got to have these lesson plans prepared every single day. You know, the main part of my issue with teaching right now is teachers are required to teach, and Native will back me up on this. You are required to teach word for word, number to number, letter to letter by state standards. You are required to teach by a certain standard, and you're required to teach by it the way that it's worded. But the students aren't graded on that standard. So you're required to teach to a standard, but they don't grade to the standard. So what's the point? Mad Outdoorsman's in YouTube jail for 2 more days. Not a problem, Roots. Not a problem. We understand. You must be ever hanging out with Milkmaid or something. You like that, huh, Zach? Yep. Roots of Happiness, welcome. How are you? Hey, Native, help me out here real quick. I can't remember. Was there something special that I had to do for the members only live stream? Or did I just set it to members only in StreamYard? Wasn't there didn't I have to go into YouTube and set it to members only? Because it shows up as members only on StreamYard, but it doesn't on, I can't remember what to do. So if you can remember, hook a brother up. I could have swore there was a step you had to go in your YouTube to the video and then go to the side and do something. You do, Zach? Go ahead. Oh, Roots caught some of the show the other day. Awesome. That's good stuff. Zach's banging away on that keyboard. He's writing us a book. Hey, Native, if there is something special that I have to do, instead of typing it all in here, I'm going to shut this thing down at probably 5 till 10, and you can just call me and walk me through it or text me or whatever. I think you're good. I think they changed the way they set it up because it came up as, yeah, that's what I was thinking, because when I did it, it came up as members only. I'm like, and I even hovered over it and it said only members can get access to this stream. So, well, put it this way, guys, if you're in the chat and you're a member and you're coming to the members only at 10:15, if I'm not up at 10:15, just be patient. I'll figure it out. Queen Essence, welcome. Yeah, so, I mean, Deanna Walters, hello. from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting year. Yeah, I still want to teach, and that's the only reason why I'm still doing the sub thing is because being a sub, I get there before school starts. As soon as school ends, I leave. I ain't got to stay for an extra 45 minutes or an hour. I don't got to go to those meetings. I don't got to go to those planning sessions or none of that. I don't have to do any lesson plans. I just show up. I deal with the class. If the teacher leaves me content, and I'm a content sub teacher. I'm not a babysitter. So they all know they put their lesson plan out there or the work they got for me to do for the kids, and I put it out just like, full time. But luckily, I've been able to, the schools that I've been at, they've offered me long-term positions where it's my class, I'm teaching it. The content's just provided for me. I just put it out there, which is great. Oh, Roots is back.
How about
You ready,
now?
back? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was on my phone. I'm sorry, you guys. I have no
No problem.
idea how bad that was.
No problem.
Shoot.
What you got? You got something, Zach? Hit the go button. You were typing.
He was scratching. You know what he was doing. It
Uh,
was a pinch and pull moment. Pinch and pull.
Zach, you're supposed to duck off camera for that.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
Oh, the Roots of Happiness. Hey, good to see you. Wait a minute.
We got quite a few faces I ain't seen in a while in here.
Yep.
Yeah, so this Saturday I'm definitely going to be putting up turkey, probably ham, and some bone broth from the ham bone. I don't know. I may actually hang on to the ham bone and do it the following weekend. Not positive yet. It's kind of hard to decide if I want to use the ham bone for that because usually, like the week after Thanksgiving, we pop the ham bone in a big pot of pinto beans, and that's the seasoning for the pinto beans. But I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or if I just want to make some more ham bone broth.
Right.
It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a little of both. Shit.
Yeah.
America.
I may just go grab a couple of ham hocks and use those for the beans and make the bone broth out of the ham bone.
So you're talking about a ham bone broth, just the broth, right?
Yeah.
And then what would you do later? You would maybe prepare beans with that, or
Yeah, that's what I did with all that I put up last year. Is the pinto ham bone broth goes great with pinto beans. It does really well with the cranberry beans, and it does good with the navy beans. But for the most part, all the other beans I use chicken bone broth. And the turkey bone broth I did with I did turkey bone broth with limas. I've done it with navy beans, Great Northern beans, and it's spectacular. But I'll be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of difference in the turkey bone broth and the chicken bone broth when you're using them for seasoning and beans. I mean, it's really hard to tell the difference.
right?
At least to me, it is.
Yeah, I think turkey's a little gamier. To me, I
Yeah.
can taste a different tang in there, but yeah, for the most part, you're pretty
But
much the same
another
thing.
thing I like to use the broth for too is making rice. Instead of using water, use bone broth with your rice. Oh, it's good, and the rice holds the flavor. And also, the next time you make grits at home, use a little bit of chicken bone broth, a couple tablespoons in there with the water or with the milk. It gives it a really good flavor.
Oh yeah, I love grits.
Oh
Or if
yes,
you're in Italy, we can have polenta. We can form
Yeah.
it and fry it in a pan. I love that shit.
Ladysmith cranberry beans. They're a variety of pintos. They're sweeter and softer than pinto beans, and they're like speckled. They look like they've got like pink or purplish freckles all over them. But they're a type of pinto. They're just the best pinto you can ever get. They're delicious. They're sweet. They make the best chili in the world. They're so good on chili. Ugh. And they cook a lot faster than pintos, because pintos are a little bit tougher, a little bit harder, but the cranberry beans, they're delicious. So good. Those are a little bit tougher. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, Ghost. I don't
Yeah.
know if you knew this, but I started a YouTube channel called Unique Prepping.
You did. I am gonna have to sub to that. I'll definitely sub up for real.
Yeah, let me go find your link, Zach. One second.
Yeah, throw that up here for everybody. Everybody can sub up to you. Teresa, they carry them pretty much everywhere where I'm at. I know you can order them from Walmart. You could probably Google where to buy cranberry beans near me, and there may be like a restaurant supply place close to you where you can get them. There it is, Unique Prepping. I'm gonna sub up right now, Zach. 1 second. As soon as it pulls up. If it pulls up. There we go. I got you. All right, we are good. Everybody sub up to Zach. No problem, Teresa. All right, guys, it's almost 10 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down so I can make sure that the members only stream is working correctly. And I'm gonna go to the boys' room and shove some food in my mouth. And cranberry beans are also called Roman beans by some brands. Yeah, look out for that, Teresa.
Huh.
Everything else said they're also called Roman beans by some brands.
Word.
Yeah, we've got them in every grocery store around here. Food Line, Walmart, Pig, everywhere has them. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Got 40 of you in here. That's awesome. If you guys aren't members, I encourage you to join the membership. I think it's like $1. I can't remember what it is. It's like $1.99, something like that. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of members only stuff, and there's going to be some perks and all that good stuff. But I'm doing a members only live after this at 10:15. So we're going to go into a little bit more detail on the screen printing and the bow making and all that good stuff in my channel, what I'm going to be doing. And, and we're just going to have fun and shoot the shit, probably talk politics. Who knows? We may make fun of Zach.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just a little bit, Zach. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna jump off here and go ahead and get the members only set up. So if you guys want to pop on over. I'd love to have you. And we'll
All right.
see you there.
See you in a bit.
All right. Bye-bye.